check special things more. I mean, he can fly with autopilot, but I don't see if it goes out and this kind of thing because he will sleep now.
Yeah, 1 second, I wanna join the drone.
Okay.
At the moment he's flying autopilot with the flight condition monitor.
Yeah, I just want him to sleep as soon as possible.
Ja, we discuss it.
Okay.
Geh schnell hier durch. Closing and parachute check. Exercise launch.
This we don't do yet.
Small health check.
Starting with
What is it?
I don't
a fight
parachute check.
system
We do close and change.
And a closing change.
STC van
he said
Ergo van de
I want
Aladdin.
general situation.
Oui, salut André, c'est Christophe, back with you.
La Christophe, allez. Alors Christophe, je suis en train de faire un petit roupillon là.
Not very happy.
Okay, we will check. Just one question before.
You're watching Solar Impulse TV. I'm Haley McGuinness, and I'm here reporting live from Monaco with Chairman, Initiator, and Pilot of Solar Impulse, Bertrand Piccard. Welcome, Bertrand.
Yes, hello. Welcome to everybody on Solar Impulse TV.
D'accord. D'accord. You're watching Solar Impulse TV. I'm Haley McGuinness, reporting live from the Mission Control Center here in Monaco. With me, I have Solar Impulse Initiator, Chairman, and Pilot Bertrand Piccard. Welcome, Bertrand.
Yes, hello Haley and welcome to everyone.
Thank you. So my understanding is you just got out of an update briefing with the entire team here at the MCC. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes on in the update briefing and why it's at this time? I understand it's in function of the shifts of the mission engineers.
Yes, we have two main update briefings, one in the middle of the day, one in the middle of the night. Basically, the short-term situation is the following. André is now in the night. His goal is to reach the next sunrise before the batteries are empty. And this is the big challenge we'll have to do every night for Solar Impulse, except this time it's the first night. And first time we try that with a second airplane of Solar Impulse. The first one did it in 2010. Now we have to make it in operation during a mission. So all the 13 years that we've been working will find their reason tonight.
Bertrand, one could say that this is the day of your life.
Yeah, probably.
This really is the moment of truth because, as you just said, SI2 hasn't flown perpetual day and night.
Yeah.
And
No, for André and for me and for the team, it's the day of our life. It does not mean there won't be other days of our life in the future, but until now, it's the day of our life. We see if the plane has to land in Japan or ditch, or can continue through the night. But according to what we see, it seems fine. We are on the energy profile, a little bit better, a little bit lower on the altitude profile.
okay,
But on that side, the team seems confident.
wonderful.
Now on the long term, more difficult, because we have to cross a cold front the 5th day of the flight before arriving to Hawaii. And yesterday it seemed quite easy to cross that front, and today on the forecast it seems very difficult to cross it. But it's 5 days ahead. So as our weathermen and the Altran team are saying, we will know better in the next hours or in the next days.
And is it true, Bertrand, that the meteorologists working together closely with the simulation team, do they know how much the weather can fluctuate at this time? Of course, there's a window of 2 to 3 days, but has it changed very much since we've taken off in Nanjing? Has there been much fluctuation in the weather?
On the short term, no, it's very reliable. Now, of course, the long forecast is much more difficult to have in a reliable way. No, normally you never make forecasts for 5 days in advance, precisely. And here we need to deal with this type of forecast, knowing that we'll have to take the decision soon. What do we do? Do we change the route or whatever?
And this goes hand in hand with one of the biggest challenges for this leg of the Round the World Tour, exactly.
Yeah, you know, it's not to be proud or to show off, but I think this flight is one of the most difficult flights ever made in the history of aeronautics. An airplane flying with no fuel for 5 days and 5 nights across an ocean where we need to play with the fronts, with the clouds, with the bad weather, with the sun. It's extremely difficult. It has never been done before. And we can absolutely not be sure it's going to be a full success. So, yeah, I tell you, it's a lot of suspense.
I can feel it. I can feel it here in the MCC as well. But could you tell maybe our viewers that perceive this flight as perhaps easy in a way that they're in a, the pilots in the aircraft, but could you tell us exactly some of the challenges that make it the exact opposite, not so easy?
So you have the challenge for the pilot to fly during 6 days and 6 nights. This is what is planned. He needs to rest for a little moment of 20 minutes. If there are too many problems, it's really difficult to be quiet enough to sleep. You want always to keep up to date and know what's happening. So for the pilot, it's difficult. You have to jungle, to play with the energy, up and down. Climb when you have enough energy, go down during the night, and so on. And then imagine, it's a little area of good weather, traveling across the bad weather of the Pacific, and in the middle you have the airplane. So the airplane has to move at the same speed than the bad weather. This is why sometimes you have to make what we call a holding. Change direction, head the opposite direction, and slow down. Because if you're too fast, you will run into the clouds. And all this is decided here in coordination with the pilot.
Speaking of the pilot who's currently in the cockpit of SI2, André, have you had a chance to speak with him at all on Capcom, Bertrand?
Yes, of course, of course.
How is he doing?
But he's fine. He's in a good mood. I had him on with the oxygen mask. It's not always easy to make long discussions like that. And now he tries to rest.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, Bertrand. I know we have another update briefing in roughly 11 hours.
In 11 hours, exactly.
Wonderful. So we'll be sure to get you back on if everything's going well.
Yes, I hope we have good news. In 11 hours, we will know already if the plane has gone through the night. When he gets enough energy the next morning to continue the flight. That will be a first great moment for the team. This we will celebrate.
Wonderful.
And then we'll see for the long term how we're going to deal with that bad weather ahead, 5 days ahead.
I really look forward to discussing with you this accomplishment that's going to happen this evening. Thank you so much, Bertrand.
Thank you to you, Heli.
Be sure to log on to solarimpulse.com and cast your paper airplane to support futureisclean.com. Thank you for watching.